You invest in production, you get a highly polished asset, and it generates thousands of views. But a few weeks later, you realize those views haven't translated into a single qualified business inquiry. Judging a video's success solely by immediate inquiries ignores the complex way B2B buyers actually use media. We're moving toward a real-world measurement system that tracks how content influences the entire decision path. This is exactly where a partner like Voxel Micro Video Labs comes in. They help South Bay entrepreneurs stop guessing with their media strategy and start using professional studio time to scale their firms. To do that, we have to answer one core question. How can companies measure the true ROI of their video assets? The first step is acknowledging the direct attribution fallacy. In B2B and professional services, buyers make high-stakes decisions. A business owner vetting a CPA or a legal team is unlikely to make an impulse purchase after watching a single clip on social media. Instead, they evaluate your competence and relevance over multiple touchpoints. Video acts as a trust builder that assists in conversions across a longer journey, rather than claiming all the credit on day one. You can go to voxelmicrovideolabs.com right now to book a video podcast session that is strategically designed for this exact type of conversion. Treating your media strictly as a top-of-funnel awareness play ignores its role in building trust with prospects who are already researching you. To see how that trust translates to revenue, we are going to build a 3-step tracking dashboard. Step 1 is tracking trust by measuring changes in your sales cycle. You can do this by configuring your CRM to track the speed from a prospect's first touch to the day you close the deal. This chart compares a traditional sales timeline against a video-assisted timeline. Notice the physical difference in length between the two processes. The cycle shrinks because a strong educational video answers your prospect's unspoken questions about risk, cost, and timing before they ever take a first meeting. As a result, your actual sales calls become more productive. Your prospects arrive pre-educated on your specific expertise, allowing you to skip the introductory pitch and get straight to their specific problem. Because they can hear how your team thinks and assess your authority early in their research phase, your pre-outreach credibility improves across the board. And voxelmicrovideolabs.com is where you go to build this level of authority into your media library. When prospects arrive better informed and already trusting your brand, your entire demand generation engine runs faster and with less friction. Step 2 requires us to look past raw traffic and monitor qualified demand. We need to track actual behavioral intent signals from the people watching. This dashboard tracks inquiry quality over volume, giving us 3 specific metrics to monitor. First, instruct your sales team to use conversation tagging in your CRM. Every time a prospect specifically mentions watching an episode or hearing a pod. Second, check your website analytics. Look for an increase in time on page across your core service pages. Third, monitor repeat site visits. A buyer repeatedly returning to review your team credentials or watch additional clips is actively vetting your firm. These behaviors provide concrete proof that your content is moving qualified prospects toward a conversation, providing value long before a lead capture form is ever submitted. Step 3 is calculating production and asset efficiency. This diagram illustrates the content multiplication rate. A single well-structured video podcast session can be repurposed into dozens of smaller formats, from social clips to search-friendly topic pages to email follow-ups. If 1 hour of recording fuels months of usable media, your overall content efficiency rises. This drives down your cost per asset while freeing your subject matter experts from the burden of creating new content from scratch every week. You can track this through sales enablement usage. Simply monitor how often your internal team sends these specific video clips to prospects to help close active deals. Executing this content multiplication strategy correctly requires a studio partner with both production and strategy discipline. You can find that at voxelmicrovideolabs.com. Ultimately, calculating ROI includes accounting for the massive amount of time, energy, and resources your firm saves by building a reusable media system. Let's ground this back in reality here in the South Bay. Here is your completed dashboard. You are now tracking sales efficiency, buyer intent, and production efficiency. Achieving this requires treating your media as a systemic business asset, rather than a one-off experiment based on internal preferences. Implementing this dashboard helps South Bay firms see which insights resonate, establishing regional authority and making your expertise the obvious choice. Book your video podcast at Voxel Micro Video Labs, the premier studio designed for expertise-driven businesses. Because the ultimate ROI of video is making it undeniably easy for the right prospect to trust you before they ever fill out a form.